taking a look deep into the YouTube channel, unraveling the massive estate I inherited, $100+ million in property here in Reno. Here we go, federal courthouse. We have made it. Good morning, channel. Let's get right into it. You know I'm renting this room here in Reno. We're here for work. I'm sitting in front of the computer. Let's go through some things. Here's my Facebook, right? This picture was taken a long time ago. That's me and my old sensei, Mark Davenport. That's a 10-foot Froha surfboard in the background. This is around the time when I was about to have possession of my property deeds of trust. Check that out. Prom picture, 1996, with the Saved by the Bell haircut, all dappered up. What? You know, my rival high school was actually Torrance High, where they filmed Beverly Hills 90210. But that's not the point of this video. Let's get into it. So if you go on the YouTube channel and click videos and then give a good scroll all the way down, this is the video right here explaining the estate that was taken. So basically, my dad built my grandparents' house. All right, let's rewind here. This is later on. I'm doing a voiceover. First time I've used Google Earth on the YouTube platform. I need to explain to you what's going on with this property, where it is, and what is going on. So we're going to zoom into Reno because this is where I was born. My family is really big out in Reno. We have a huge presence. Right after I was born in Reno, I moved to Southern California with my mom. That's where I went to all my schooling. And then I would fly out to Reno every other season and every other holiday to visit my dad. All right, we're going to take a zoom into Reno. Here we go. This is an area called Mayberry Highlands, or I call it Old Colin Ranch. And it's nestled right below this mountain ridge, but it overlooks the city of Reno. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, we're going to take a topographical look because it's a lot of property. It's from one street to the other. Now, up in the top of the screen, that's Grandma's house, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, sprawling ranch house that my dad built my grandparents. And at the bottom, we have my dad's house. Now, this is the property outline. A lot is going on there. The shaded areas, there wasn't houses there when I was growing up visiting grandparents. This is the grandparents' house with the gray roof. And when my grandparents passed away, my evil Aunt Kathy ended up moving into that house. Very controversial about that move as well. So Grandma had a couple lots on the property. One of them was this house down here in the corner that she let my uncle build on. And the other house is up here. Both these houses my uncle built on the 2 lots of land we had. And then when we pan out, we see the 4-bedroom, 3.5 sprawling ranch house that I grew up in with my dad here in Reno. And this is overlooking Reno up in Old Colin Ranch neighborhood, which is real prominent. So there we have Old Colin Ranch. Reno is down at the bottom. And then if you shoot that valley towards Sacramento, off to the right, there is Somerset. That was raw, undesirable land back in 2002. Nobody wanted to live that far outside of Reno. And I had land rights to about 110 acres of this land that is now fully developed on. What happened was the property deeds were taken. They were used by the bad side of by my family to transfer money. And they were basically creating a social bullying scheme, like a murder for hire against me, so they can get away with taking all that land right there. Once again, that's Somerset, the desert, barren wasteland that was nothing that I have land rights to that is now absolutely beautiful. So that is what makes this case so controversial with how delusional the people in Reno are to the amount of land that I inherited. Now let's click over to some other tabs here. This is CMECF. It's a court website. It'll show you all of the cases I have. These are all federal cases. Let's go to number 1. Number 1 starts off 6/5/2012, and it's me, Shay, versus Federal Trade Commission. This case was actually filed 6 months before Edward Snowden leaked the CIA documents, alleging that government had access to our emails and our devices, and that there was a severe issue. This was a federal lawsuit I filed literally 6 months before Edward Snowden. You ain't got nothing on this. I was too quick for it. The next one we see, 3/14. The 14 is the year. Okay, so that's 2014. We see 7/8/2014 against, okay, that should be WCSO. This was a good one. A lot of motions, a lot of action happening in this case, and it went on quite a bit to a legal brief. And I did all of this by myself, basically. Quite a lot of entries, as you see. We have motion after motion. We have judgments. We have inspection of documents, all kinds of orders and motions from the courts. Let's see, we got a total of 157 in this case. Very serious case alleging city and government misconduct with my property deeds of trust. Next, we cruise over to 17. So this would be the year 2017. Once again, me against the United States of America. Here, I have more parties involved with my federal claim. So basically, government officials are involved with bribing, transferring money in a massive murder for hire social bullying scheme connected to my estate. So this is another one. Then we click over. We're going to fast forward just to next year, the next year, 2018. 3/12/2018. This one against Social Security Administration from an administrative law judge who was doing some really bad things, also connected to the case. And then finally, we go to the most current, which would be 2021, once again to Social Security Administration, because the first case, the court said, you know what, you're wrong. This all goes back. Let's do it again. The second case, I'm saying, well, they're doing the same thing. It's all wrong, and we're back in front of you again. So that leaves us to what we're doing right now. Since we are out here waiting for work to start, we're actually going to be waiting for this Amazon delivery driver to drop off the package. We're going to get over here to the courthouse. It's a little chilly out, so I got a new sweatshirt coming. So today's mission is to go to this courthouse and get all of the necessary documents we need to file in this case, which is a $100,000 back Social Security disability claim from 2010. It's been in the federal courts twice. I've written quite a few motions. Check this one out. This is a massive brief. So that's the mission for today. We have to go to the federal courthouse to get all the information that we need for these cases to file another one with the courts to try and get $100,000 cashed out, which is owed big time. We cruise over to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, as you see here. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in San Francisco. Here we have Shea versus Martin O'Malley. This is now out of the district court into the Court of Appeals. The Court of Appeals have delayed everything. They have not filed anything. As you see, it's been me filing here, received a change of address. I'm filing again. This was in September of 2024. There hasn't been anything filed. We're now into 2025. We need to send them a motion explaining them they need to resolve this. So today's mission, write a federal motion for $100,000 back payment, all somewhat associated with the estate claim right here. Let's do it. Since we rented this room to work while we're out here in Reno, the federal courthouse is right down the street. It's so easy to get answers if you just go in there. So we're going to go there right now. We're waiting for something to arrive. Amazon. Since I don't have any clothes here, let me turn this off. And I don't know what to do with these clothes. Probably I put them up on a shelf or something or wash them. But like our main goal is to just work while we're out here and save money. So we do have this. We're going to do some content with. Might even do an upload about the deck. But we're trying out new attachments to see if we can get a camera mount on here for some shots. I'm waiting for Amazon, sipping on some coffee. Still waiting on Amazon. No, I don't clean my skateboard every time I ride it. No, it's not completely minty dialed in. Amazon just got here. It's kind of like a bath towel. It's not really that, it's actually pretty nice. Not too thick, not too thin. New hoodie. Let's go. Chilly. All right. Started off to be a little walk. Here we are. The courthouse is right there. Let's get it. Oh, look, there I am. Not bad. First of all, we're gonna head in. We're gonna grab some information on some documents, then go back and type up a motion. Here we are, channel, the infamous federal courthouse. I've been here many times, but I don't think you have. There isn't any filming inside. We got to keep it very respectful. It has cleared up on the hill. It doesn't look like it's snowing too much, or doesn't look like it's about to snow. This is Virginia Street. We're downtown Reno. Remember, we're just here to work, and we happen to be here at the courthouse where the estate case is kind of held up and some other things. So let's get in there and get some documents, head back to the house, and get to typing a motion. Finally made it back, you guys. We finally made it back. So we have a mission, and today's mission is, as you can see, we went to the courthouse to get some important documents, or at least find out what's going on with the timeline. I need to file in a federal case because they haven't ruled on the merits of a case in a long time. There's been many months, and they need to decide on this case. It's a $100,000 claim. So here back at the place, I'm gonna dive into a hot cup of cocoa. We're gonna fire up the laptop. I'm gonna do my best to try and explain what is going on with this estate and like why I'm in this position I'm in, just once for the channel right now. Just once. I really need to try and explain this to you just once, and then maybe again, maybe one more time after that. But it's gonna be really complicated. Let's get into it without further ado. A little explanation on this cold, beautiful Reno day with my amazing blue wall. I don't know why I like this wall, but I do. And this is the wall. Let's get into it. Check this out. These are all of my cases here. And we start going through them. We have this one. We have this one. And they keep going. So this is what happened. This lady right here was married to my dad for only a few months. After they got a divorce, she felt like she was entitled to the entire estate, this lady named Crystal. This is her daughter right here, Summer. Now, in profiles, Summer has her name as Summer Shea. I don't know why she's carrying on my last name, but she's not even related. Her mom was just married to my dad for a few months. This is the person who had my property deeds of trust. My dad was married to this person for only a few months when they got a divorce. She thought she was entitled to the entire estate. I didn't know this. And then later on, I went ahead and let this girl, Summer Wolf, hold on to my property deeds of trust for safekeeping. Yeah, well, they didn't get held on too safe. She ended up lying. She is all over social media trying to put me down while she is capitalizing on the property that I inherited right here. So here it is. This is what Somerset, Nevada looks like right now. Before, this was just all barren land. There was nothing here. And let's say I own this little 10-acre lot, that little 10-acre parcel, maybe a 40-acre parcel right here, another 10-acre parcel right there. I had property deeds of trust for this entire mountainside that was for sale a long time ago. It's 110 acres, $500,000 houses on 8-acre lots. It's a lot of revenue. It's a lot of income for the state, for government, for my family who has been doing a murder for hire social bullying scheme where they've been literally caught transferring money, and it all comes back to this person right here who had the property deeds of trust when they came up missing. Summer is good friends with my cousin Lacey, and she goes to the bar, and my Aunt Michelle is the one who was caught transferring the property. And she was also caught doing murder for hire, social bullying type of payments. A lot of it's on my YouTube channel. I post a lot on there, but a lot of it's also on my Facebook. Here's some original cards from the plat maps. These are originals. These come out of, here we go, the proper dates, 1977, 76. And this gives the original description of the deeds. And then we also see the very suspicious, the very devious Somerset LLC. So it's all Somerset Development Company that basically developed all my land. And that's honestly where all the issues come from. And as a little bit of as an interesting kicker, let's say, there was a Facebook page with Shay's Tavern, my family's bar. And Lacey and that girl Summer hanging out at Shay's. Tons of videos and pictures. They're at the bar. They're best friends. So that's the connection there. We have this one person named Summer who I gave my property deeds to. She ends up lying, saying that an officer took them, and now we got state officials involved. And she's best friends with my cousin Lacey, and my cousin Lacey and my Aunt Michelle are sending money, creating social bullying scheme, and creating all kinds of drama in the scene. So we're kind of lacing their boots. We're going to let them know what time it is. We're going to put all the facts out there. This is 100% transparency. We're going to be transparent about everything. Nobody's going to hide nothing. We're going to put it all out there. As soon as I get back into storage and I can pull out all the old documents, I'll put it all together for you in a little bit better of a fashion so you can see. Right now we're moving in the federal courts. We have a matter that's connected, but not really connected. It's kind of a legal thing where we have an administrative law judge who is making an order on a paper that mirrors another one. Basically, we have an administrative law judge who is being biased. A very strong word in the court system. He was being biased. All right, so with that, I am gonna get on the computer, start typing up this motion. I hope this doesn't leave you too confused. We have so many connections with so many people here in this town with my estate, whether it be money transfers from my Aunt Michelle, who has since passed away, to my cousin Lacey, to this other person named Summer. These people are taking on my family name, saying that their last name is Shay, but it's not. Not even related to these people. And that's for you guys to know. That's for the channel to know and for you guys to understand and decipher here. Whenever you hear Tommy Shay and whatever you might hear, just understand that it all comes back to a serious, massive, multi-million dollar estate. We're talking millions upon millions of dollars just for the chunks of land that Grandma gave my dad for building their house. It's kind of a deep subject. It involves a lot of people, because not only does it involve a lot of people, but the bad side, the people that were trying to create the social bullying scheme against me, they've been reaching out to all these people. So anybody who's anybody, since I have a YouTube channel, they've been getting at these people and telling them the worst stuff about me whatsoever. So we're going to start clearing the air right now, however we got to do it. Even if it's got to be a podcast microphone, and even if I got to talk like this, we're going to do it. We're going to let all of the facts be known. We're going to be totally transparent. And so I got to get into typing a motion. Not exactly what I want to do, but hey, look, I got a cup of coffee. I'm not sure what that means, but we're ready to go. I got to get onto this motion. I'll see how far I get with it. We should get quite a bit done.